Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk About It, Season 2, hosted by yours truly. I miss y'all. And I'm super duper excited to introduce my guest. This person started off as just a stranger, but I think I can consider her a friend depending on the type of day it is. But I'm super duper excited because I love this individual. She's super dope. Um, we were having a conversation one day, and this is how we got to the topic. And I was just like, you have to come and visit and talk and sit with me on the podcast because when I tell you y'all, if you know me, you know I love a word, and y'all know if I catch it, I'm gonna be like, what's a word? I don't care where I'm at. And she does that for me. She's such an inspiration. She's a new influencer. And I just love everything about her. So we were having a conversation, and I was just like, bro, how do you make time for the things that you do? Because it's not enough hours in a day. And she said, it's sacrifice season. To know me is to know I definitely like fell out, y'all. I almost got a little sensitive, but I gotta be a G when I'm at work. And at that moment, I was just like, this gonna be good. So help me welcome my guest, my fave, DJ. I love it. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You fit me in your little tight schedule.
Oh, brother.
Because the schedule is tight.
Everybody's schedule is tight, though.
Everybody's schedule's tight, but your schedule's like tight.
Yeah, super tight.
Super tight. It's you need like 32 hours in a day.
And all they gave me was 24.
All they gave you was 24,
I
friend?
used every single last one of them. I need that.
You need that.
On top. Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching your last vlog video, and you made a statement, and you was like, I use every minute, every second, every hour
Yes.
to my advantage. Because if I'm not doing something, then I feel unproductive.
Yeah.
I was listening. I was like, that's wow.
Yeah. I'm
Bro,
really weak. What?
You go to school.
Okay.
You do content.
I do.
Y'all see the body. She works out.
I do.
She hates when I say she's my personal trainer because I don't do right.
You don't do right.
I'm
do
getting
right,
better.
Like doing wrong is on sale or something. That's scaring me the most. You don't do right.
I do right, D.
Mm-mm.
Don't do that to the people. Don't do that. Not
Be
to my
real.
listeners.
Be real.
We're gonna talk about it. I'm getting better.
Is you doing right or you getting better?
I'm getting better.
Okay, say that.
But it's not even about me.
Right.
It's about all the things that you tap into.
Okay.
And still be mentally okay.
Okay.
Kudos to you.
Sure. But I feel like I do a lot of things, but sometimes I come undone. Like,
see what I'm saying? Y'all
but
gotta
that's
catch
life,
it.
though. I feel like
yeah.
life is not this state of like one level of happiness all the time.
Right.
It's peaks, it's valleys. So while I'm in pursuit to get to where I have to go, I just go through everything. While I got to get to it.
But you're so young.
I'm 25. I ain't
Y'all,
that young.
I'm an auntie. In 27 days, I'm going to be 33. Y'all know I talk to you. Watch it. I talk to y'all, and I'm like, this is the year of rebirth.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, I don't know. I think I watched you as just like a coworker first, and you wasn't really locked in. And then watching you as a friend, and you being locked in, it's like, bro, I tell you all the time, I always give you your props. Like, I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Being not from here.
Yeah.
And trying to transition of being out here alone. Because you're originally from
Virginia. Shout out to the 757.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to Old Dominion University. Shout out to my mama.
Mama,
shout out to my mama. Shout out to my
But that's a long. Houston is a long way from home.
Yeah.
How did you get out here?
I drove.
You got in your car and you was like, I'm going to Houston.
Yeah. That's what it was.
You're crazy.
But the thing is, like, I operate in so much blind faith that, like, once I hear God tell me what I have to do, I don't tell anyone, because when he tell me it, he don't tell it to Chanel. He don't tell it to my mama. So it might not make sense to the other people. So when God tell me to go, I just go. I'm in the car. I pack it up.
I-10 by
Stop.
10.
I-10 by 10. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just say this. Being so young,
Yeah.
you're so mature.
Yeah.
But that is true obedience that it takes a while. Because if you would have called me at 25, I was not listening to God. Matter of fact, I heard God.
Yeah.
But I said this in one of my other podcasts with one of my other friends. She was like, I don't pray for certain things because I know what God is going to tell me to do, and I don't want to do that right now. That's hard.
It's real though. I feel like I was talking to my grandma, and she was just like, basically, what are you willing for your disobedience to cost you? What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be your career? Is it gonna be a relationship or friendship? Like, you can be disobedient for so long, it's gonna catch up to you.
It eventually catches up.
Yeah, I'm running so fast.
Yeah, it whipped my ass. Being disobedient whipped me. But I will say this: within the past year, I'm on that time now.
Yeah.
Where you were at, like, I'm finally getting there. So I'm like, okay, it's sacrifice season.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, God. I understand. I'm not gonna question it. I trust you, even if it bring me through a storm. I'm trust you enough that you're gonna take me out of it. But that's a scary place to be. And so we get to the point when we're talking about management, right? So with your time, how do you finagle, like, just doing everything that you want to do? Do you pull back on certain things? Like, okay, I know you are a Jimmy and you are an influencer.
Okay.
So, like, you have to get content.
Okay.
But you're also in your career and you're a full-time student.
Yeah.
So what's more important? Is it the fame or is it your future that can give you, like, what I'm saying? Because some people be like, I don't have time for school right now.
Yeah.
I'm hot right now. Like, we literally watch you go like 2K followers in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let me think about that. I feel like my upbringing, like, I'm young, but when we coming up, influencing wasn't really a big thing.
Right.
Like, the people that was influencing, they already came from money. They already had the money.
Right.
My mom, she traditional, like, go to school, go to work. That's all I seen her do. I've seen her, get multiple degrees. So I've never seen anything like this. Influencing stuff is new, but I feel like it's fleeting. So I don't want to do anything fleeting. You could be up today and gone tomorrow.
Facts.
They can't take them degrees from you.
Facts.
They can't take that wisdom, that experience, and the networking from you. So what's important to me is, like, to be present where I'm supposed to be. The content stuff gonna come.
Right.
And I don't know. I kind of sometimes get overwhelmed because it's like, I'll listen to people like, if you lock in on content, you'll
like me.
Yeah. If you lock in on content,
I'll be like, D, bro, why you ain't da-da-da-da?
Yeah,
She'd be like, I had to study.
Yeah, I got to study.
And in my mind, I'd be like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But I say it out loud too sometimes, but I'd be like, no, I get it, though.
That's so stupid.
But I get it, though.
Yeah. And
I get it. And I respect it.
It's this verse, and it's like, I might even gotta look for it. You know the one I'm talking about, though? It's like, let me actually look it up. For real. I'm about to get it tatted on me.
Oh, Lord. Y'all can't see, but it's plastic on her because she just got another tattoo. I get it. I understand. Is it a song?
No, it's a verse. Okay, boom. Here we go. Psalms 37:4. You know that one.
It's a scripture.
It's a scripture.
You talking about it's a verse.
When you truly delight and find joy in God, your desires will naturally align with His will, and He will fulfill those desires in a way that brings you true satisfaction and aligns with His purpose in your life. That's real, though.
That's real.
I do want but it's like, now that I've come to Houston, and I didn't consider myself an influencer, and I still don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a lady with a little Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's very humble.
But I didn't take it that serious until, like, I'm going places and they like, yo, that's DJ Johnson. They're like, yo, I follow you. And it's kind of like overwhelming because it's like, I grew up back home, went to school back home. So I'm just DJ. People come up to me like, oh my God, I can't believe it's you. I get to look into the song. Who are you talking about? But I feel like it's very overwhelming, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself with it. Like, I've been to places, And it'd be the security guards like, oh, come on, like, you good? You DJ? Who am I?
Am I?
Am I?
Okay.
So it's kind of like I'm glad that I came out here when I did because I'm humble. I'm operating in humility. So it's like
Right.
it's important to me just to stay grounded because everything could change though. I don't know. I really like content creating because it's like you talk about growing your platform and a podcast. You know, you want the numbers, but all it takes is for one person to see it.
Yeah, that is true.
You might have 50 views. All it needs is one life changing one. So it's like I don't get so caught up on like, oh, it gotta pop, it gotta like. I just enjoy doing it when I can do it.
It's how you say it. Therapeutic. You know my accent, y'all. But for me, I like to talk.
We can tell.
Don't do me.
We can tell.
But I do, and
Yeah.
I love a good intentional.
Mhm.
You know, when a spirit hit, a spirit hit.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like if we gonna vibe, we gonna vibe, and I love that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have the most followers
Mhm.
or even support,
Yeah.
but it's just something that I love to do. And like you said, it only takes that one person. I
Yeah.
just feel like it's so many different stories,
Yeah.
and it's so many people out there who want to say their story,
Mhm.
but feel like they're the only person that's like that.
Yeah.
So my platform is to say like, hey, you're not the only person like
Right.
that, or hey, what you was thinking, this same other person was thinking as well. So I think that's cool.
Oh, I had to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. But I want to talk about sacrifices, and I had wrote something, and it was just basically like to kind of like open the door
Mhm.
on it. So it says, we all make sacrifices, big or small. We do it every day without thinking twice.
Right.
Whether it's choosing your career or family time, skipping your favorite meal, or saving money. I saved a lot of money in January because I wasn't buying the food at work. I was meal prepping. Or giving sleep, like giving up sleeps just so we can chase, our certain dream.
Right.
But what does it really mean to sacrifice, and where does it start? When does it start to feel like a burden?
Mm.
So in today's episode, I want to talk about the true cost of sacrifice,
Okay.
because when you said you was in a sacrifice season, that has never left me, and I think that was like almost a month ago.
You feel that?
I
though.
feel that.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I was talking to my niece
Uh-huh.
or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to podcast, whatever, with my homegirl. Woo, woo. And she was like, what's the topic? And I was like, I told her the story on
Yeah.
how we got to that. And I was like, she said sacrifice season.
Yeah.
And at that moment, she was like, Nanny, that's so good.
That's good.
She was like, I think I'm in that moment. Like, we're all trying to shed weights
Yeah.
and, trying
Yeah.
to everybody has a different sacrifice that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But is it because society is telling you to sacrifice, or is it because you truly want to do it? That's the first question.
Yeah. It's like I truly want to do it. I feel
Mhm.
like when we spoke about coming from Virginia to Houston, so it's like I left a lot of things, I sacrificed a lot of things, and that was like what I could see that was tangible. Like, when you're moving, you don't want to take all that stuff. I said everything can go, just give me the good. So I think about all the things that I left behind. And then when I finally get to Houston, I thought I was done sacrificing. Like, I left all my clothes, I left my friends, I left the different things, but it's like the journey still requires more.
It's a continuous.
It's a continuous sacrifice. So it's like, that's heavy. But I feel like now that I'm in the season, even though I have so many, obligations and stuff to do, I feel like it's the lightest that I've ever been. I wake up and I feel so light.
You feel so good.
I feel so good because even though it's hard and it's like long and it's tiring,
Yeah.
it's a blessing to be able.
Yeah.
Somebody don't, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can't do it. Somebody don't got no job that they can work 12s back to back.
Yeah.
Somebody don't got no gym they can clock in to. So it's like, I just feel light. It's a secret of sacrifice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love that. I love that. I love that for
love
me.
that. Yeah.
I love that for my mom. I love that for you.
Yeah.
Because I watched one of your vlogs.
Okay.
And you was trying not to get emotional, but because I was so into it, I was
yeah.
like,
No.
go there, Nate. Tell us the real.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
You were being away from home
Yeah.
and learning how to, like, transition
Yeah.
being here.
and
yeah.
it's real.
Yeah.
It's so real because I grew up in Virginia. I went to school in Virginia. So a lot of my experiences I didn't have because, like, I can call my mom.
Mhm.
I still, I go get it, do what I got to do. But I was always comforted by the fact, like, oh, I can call my sister.
Yeah.
Let me call somebody. Oh, I know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
Tired. You
I know how to move around
know what
out
I'm
here.
saying?
Yeah.
One time, it was undergrad. I had met this man at the store. and he had forgot his wallet. So I was like, oh yeah, I got it. He's like, all right, thank you. If you need anything, call me. I got a towing company. Fast forward, it was me and my best friend. We ended up getting so drunk, and we didn't want to drive. And I looked at my pocket. I said, "Hey, I know this man that can just tow us back to the apartments." And it's like those are the things that you're afforded when you know someone back home. So it's like even here, I don't drink because I don't want to get so busted and disgusted that I can't afford to call my mom and say like, "Hey, can you come get me?" She ain't coming. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's just a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Is it okay not having family here sometimes? Like, do you feel like I want to be away from home because I want to miss home, but oh my God, I'm homesick?
I'm family oriented, but I'm such like I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
So it's like I've always had the luxury to like, even if I don't see y'all for like a week, I can just pop up at your crib. So to not have that luxury, it just made me like more close knit. I'm not a person that call all the time, so it makes me want to call like, let me check up on it. So I think that the distance has even strengthened my relationships.
Wow.
Because I can't come see you.
So it kind of did the opposite, because sometimes distances it makes people just kind of like stray apart.
Yeah.
But for you, you feel like, well, because I can't just see you when I want to, I need to be able to call more, and I need to be able to check in. Yeah. I love that.
But it was crazy because when I first got here, I didn't like, it was so hard. Like everything that you could think of going wrong went wrong when I first moved here. And I did not want to call my family and be like, hey, I'm sad, because it was just a lot to say. So it was like a week or a month had went by. I wasn't calling my mom. She would call me. I decline.
Cause mama know.
Yeah, I just didn't want. I didn't want her to worry. Yeah. I'm all the way a million bajillion miles. So I didn't know what to say. I didn't have that conflict resolution. I didn't have that communication. I didn't even have that vulnerability instilled in me yet to say, hey, I'm not okay. Because I've always been the person that's, oh, you got this going on. I've always been the strong one. So it's like now I've leaned into that. I don't know how to be the one that need help. So it was one day my mama had called me. I think I had just got a flat tire. I spent all my cash. I'm waiting for this, waiting for that. And she like, hey, what's going on? And I just said, she like, hello. I said, it's so hard.
Oh my God.
But it was a
that was that moment. Yeah.
Because it's like, I just had to let you know, like, it's not all right. And I need to lean on someone. And I know that support was there, but I never leaned into it. So because I was in the distance, it strengthened that. Like, I call and be like, girl, I'm losing it. I'm losing it right now. I get on the phone, I be like, hey, Mom, can I cuss right quick? She be like, go ahead. I be like, this shit is crazy. But it strengthened that in me to be vulnerable.
But I will say this. You may not notice it, but you're more vulnerable with your friends as well.
Okay.
Because we'll be together, and I'll be like, what's up, D? And you be like, I'm drowning. With a smile on your face, I'll be like, you are? You be like, absolutely.
Yeah. But because it's like, that's not a sign of weakness, though. And I feel like I just want to operate in a real space. We have so many fast transactions that you don't never know who need it when they need it. So it's like, if I say, hey, I'm good, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's like, you might have something for me, and I might have something I can give for you in that time. So it's like, I just want to move past all the formalities. I'm not okay right now.
I'm learning to watch who I talk to and how I talk to them, because you can't be vulnerable with everybody.
You know, I know.
But my spirit, like, I can be vulnerable with you because I'm definitely like D.
Yeah. But that's that discernment, though.
Yeah.
I had to, like, learn a lot of discernment. So it's like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm good. A lot of people monitoring spirits.
Yeah.
They're praying for you to say that you're down.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're waiting just so they can kind of put something in your ear. Like, and then it has you questioning what God has already given you.
I hate to be messy. I'm thinking of a specific person at work. Stop.
I'm clocked in. Don't be waiting for my downfall, because I'm already covered by the blood. Y'all got to know.
I'm thinking of a specific person.
We'll talk about it off air, because I can't wait to ramble on. But but in reality, I love the fact that you hit something. What did you say? What did you just say? What your grandma told you.
What did my grandma say?
Scratch that. Let's go back to this real quick.
Okay.
Because being vulnerable and being the strong friend and always being the one that be like, oh, I'm good. Yeah. A lot of people tend to forget to check up on you. Yeah. Because they be like, I already know she gonna be like, I'm good. I'm okay. So No sense of me even
Mm.
wasting my breath. But please, even if I tell you I'm okay, just ask me.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, my last 7 months, do you know, I am not okay.
Yeah.
And I enjoy
Mm.
having the need of being needed.
Okay.
It's weird. It's, follow me.
Having the need of being needed. Unpack that for me.
Here we go. I'm in the healthcare field.
Okay.
Sometimes on the outside of work, I feel, in the outside of motherhood,
Mhm.
because motherhood is work too.
True.
So on the outside of
Don't got that
being
job.
at work and being a mother, I feel sometimes unwanted or unneeded. And it makes me feel a certain type of way, or like it discouraged me, especially when I'm going through something,
Mhm.
so I have to find something that brings joy to my heart. I
Okay.
love helping people.
Okay.
You know how I am with my
Yeah.
patients. Like, I'm
Okay.
okay. So then you see me wanting to be there more because I need that to boost me up. So instead of working 312s, which is my normals, I'm in that bad boy and I'm working 5 or 6 a week. Yeah.
Okay.
You see me at work. Like,
Okay.
when do you go home?
But it's like, where is that coming from, though?
I think it's coming from, ooh, this is supposed to be my show.
Let's unpack that. So
Let's talk about it. Let's
know,
talk about
you're
it.
a mother.
So I'm a mother.
You're, in the healthcare field. So people are needing you. So when
Right.
you're not outside of that space, you feel like
I'm
you
just
have
a
no
woman.
need.
I'm just a woman. And I'm a woman that has had a failed relationship.
You're a hurting woman. You're a broken person. But I feel like we're all broken.
Right.
So outside of that, you're trying to figure out how to piece yourself together.
Absolutely. So now this birthday means so much to me because 33, it's the year of rebirth.
Okay.
And I'm finally, like you said, I feel so light getting up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, I pick up at work,
Yeah.
because mama got bills.
Yeah.
A lot of them. But, like, I don't feel like I have to get pulled in order to keep my mind off of things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it really is. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to face what's reality for me as just being a woman, not a
Okay.
mother or not a worker, just a woman.
Okay.
So now that I'm getting better and I'm accepting what God has placed for me, it's like, you know what? I trust you. I feel good. This is my sacrifice season,
Okay.
which this is why this topic is like boom, boom, bam.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I'm in the gym. I'm
Okay.
trying to, like, I'm doing stuff that I've never thought. Like, we all be like, oh, I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
I'm going to start Monday.
Yeah.
I done had
Many
365
Mondays.
Mondays
Yeah.
pass me up. But it feels so good when I'm in the gym
Yeah.
because it's like I'm doing something not only to make myself better on the outside, but make myself better in the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my 11-year-old son, the gym, it was super packed or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it. I'm going to just go walk. So I walked, like, I don't know, maybe almost an hour and a half around my apartment complex. And I ended up doing like 3 miles. So when I walked inside, my son was like, mind you, at this time, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So he's like, Mom, where you went?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went walking. He's like, for fun? He was so shocked. And I'm like, yeah, little nigga. He was like, I'm so proud of you. That
meant a lot.
That meant a lot.
Oh.
You're 11 and you know the sacrifice that it took for me to get up after, working a 12-hour shift, coming home with y'all, cleaning, cooking, doing whatever I need to do, pour into you as a mother, and then get a few hours of sleep and then get up and then pour into myself. So that meant a lot. That was motivation.
Yeah.
Not being funny. You're motivation. You are. Bro, you go, how many classes are you taking? Let's start there.
7 piece.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And even that was his craziest thing because that was crazy though. Will I ever do? I didn't even do that in undergrad.
Bro, first of all, she's talking about, will I ever do that again? We talked about summer already. And she's like, oh, I'm going to take a class or 2. Or
I'm going to take 4.
What?
I'm trying to get to where I'm going.
I get it.
Yeah, that was crazy. 7 classes is crazy.
Crazy. And you work.
Yeah.
And you work out.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to this. Even though you don't think of yourself as an influencer, you are.
Okay.
So that's one point.
Okay.
Thank you. Because I love y'all. I watch her content going to work, after work.
She watching the content at work. I be like, you got to be cool.
And then people be like, what you watching? I be like, you in my business. Go back up. Because my friend, first of all, I be dimming it. I be like,
I'm like, hey.
I have my AirPods in and I'm not supposed to. She'll come and look at my phone and I'm looking at you. Because it's so much that be going on. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's cool. Vlogging is a thing now. But it be the little stuff that you say in between that if you know and you have that discernment, you pick it up. Yeah. So I be having to tell you, like, I got to watch it multiple times. Because certain things I catch and then certain things I don't catch. But then when I go back, I be like, ooh, that was a word. Yeah. This girl was laying on the sofa, was like, I'm supposed to go out with my friends. I'm young and turned, but I'm old and tired. Yeah. I was like, that's me.
Literally. I'm trying to find my balance because it's like, I am young.
Yeah, you are young, bro.
I am young, but it's like, how young are we going to be? How young we gonna be?
How long are we young?
But that's the thing, though. I don't even know. I really enjoy Houston, and I feel like it's instrumental to like my development. Because if you can lock in Houston, you can lock in anywhere. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They called me on Thursday, said it's Thirsty Thursdays. Come out. I'm hydrated. I'm not coming outside. I got 50 and 7.
I'm already hydrated. I don't need nothing else to drink.
They calling me. They said, yeah, it's Madness Monday. You want to come out?
I'm happy.
No, I'm good.
I don't want to go. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at Monday.
It's so many things going on, and I'm just like, damn, it's easy to get lost in the sauce. It's easy to get lost in this sauce, so I'm trying to find my balance of being young, enjoying my environment. Yeah. Because we're the youngest that we are today. Tomorrow we're a year older.
We're a day older.
You a day older.
We're like 24 hours older.
Exactly. So I'm trying to enjoy that. Okay. I'm trying to be aware and locked in. Okay. But then it just be so much. I want to have my fun. I do.
I was about to say, you're young. Like, you know how people be like, I got time to do this and do that. I want to enjoy my life. Like, no shade. Yeah. I didn't really enjoy my 20s because I did not. I was being a mama. I got a lot of kids, y'all.
Look, we live a totally different lifestyle.
You ain't got to go as hard. You ain't got to go as hard. Okay. But I was being a mama, and I was also trying to be the best spouse I can be. I was getting my... What? Listen, I was getting my ass kicked. What? Yes.
Beat on.
Beat.
Really?
Like, mink.
Wow.
Yes. I was discouraged. I was beaten. Wow. I was brought down. Yeah. And I had to lock in and make a sacrifice and say, if it's not going to be you, then it's going to be me. And I can't let you take me from my kids because I'm all they got. Yeah. So it got to be you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
now I'm in my 30s and I'm thriving 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, my kid's old. Lock the door. But
that's exciting, though.
It's exciting. Yeah. But I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning so much. It's like, I did not know I was that type of person. Like, I am such a bullhead. I am a bull. I'm a Taurus.
What's a bullhead, though?
Sometimes I got to be right. And not only do I have to be right, like, I want to know. Like, let's talk about,
Really?
Yes.
I feel like what I'm learning in my 20, like, being 25, I'm so introverted. Like, I feel like it just don't be enough shutting the fuck up going on. I love to be, like, solitude. I can amplify my energy, but I gotta scope it out. I really enjoy like solo days. Like on the weekend, I don't talk.
That's crazy.
When Monday don't come, I hate talking.
Really?
Yes, I be like, but then you catch me Wednesday. Hey, what's up?
I be like, put the Celsius down.
So I just like, I don't know. My 25 is like eye opening.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm stepping into like my womanhood.
Yeah.
Because it's like
you grown.
I'm grown.
When you're 26, you grown. Yeah. You got to get off your parents' insurance. You are.
Well, I'm 25.
I know, but I'm saying it's going to be the year 26.
TRICARE. TRICARE. Thank you. But, I don't know. I think who I thought I was going to be at 20, and who I am at 25 is like, damn, I don't even want that. Everything that I thought that I wanted and needed, I so far from what I actually want now.
That's crazy.
It's like, ugh.
That's growth.
Yeah.
That's major growth.
Yeah. Do I go into the next topic or what?
Yeah.
I was about to say, in regards to like dating, I don't want that.
You say, okay, so do you feel like it's So this is your sacrifice season 2.
Okay, yeah.
So we've already established that. We both in sacrifice season. Do
Yeah.
you feel like I don't have time because you're going to throw me off my game and then I'm not going to be focused on what I need to focus on? Or do you feel like I pour, when I do something, I give 110%.
Okay.
So because I got all of this going on, I can't give you 110%. So it's not that I don't want to, I just don't have it to do.
I feel like two things can be true. I feel like, yeah, I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
But when you look back at your life, when did you not have a lot going on ever? It's always something going on.
It's always something.
So I feel
going
like
on. That's true.
that's not an excuse right there. Some days I don't have it to give, but I actually don't want to either. You weren't expecting that, so as a partnership, it's gonna be 50-50, 70, whatever.
You gotta give something, and I don't want to.
I'm not willing to give anything. I'm holding on to everything that I have to take it with me to the next level. So it's like, yeah, I'm in the sacrifice season, but I'm also in the selfish season.
Ooh, damn, your knuckles hard.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm not going. Yeah,
why are you? You're like the inner me that I just want to be so brave to be. Like,
I'm not going.
I am in selfish season and sacrifice. Because my sacrifice is me being selfish.
Yeah. I'm not.
Here we go, epic. That's a word. Oh,
yeah.
gee.
So in regards to dating, you got to give a little bit to get a little bit.
Yes.
And I'm not giving nothing. I don't want to, and I feel like no is a complete sentence. Like no.
So, like, what's the scene? Like, I will go on a date, but all right, you're right.
Okay. I'll oblige. We'll go on a date. We'll talk, and you might not hear from me again. You just might not.
Don't take it personal. If you go on a date,
I will give you the best date ever. I'm gonna curate the date to all
I
the
love
things that you told me. But after that, I'm cool. I want something so light
because I'm back locked in.
I'm back locked in. You might catch me on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But when Sunday come, I'm go. But I also communicate that up front. Like, hey, my life doesn't afford me to do this.
That's good.
But yeah.
Well, you know what? It's selfish, but it's not selfish in your way because you're saying, hey, I'm going to tell you up front, this is what I can give. I have 43% to give you, and then by Sunday, it's back down to 0.
Ball game. Yeah.
Now, if you catch me Friday after class, I can probably give you 27, but after Sunday again, it's back to 0. And I think that just, at that moment, it's kind of like, how can you be mad at me? Because I told you, I told you up front, and I gave you enough respect. I like that. You see what I'm saying? She's just so.
This is 25.
This is 25. That's 25.
Yeah.
That's 25. So tell me, what are you expecting for the upcoming years? Like for you.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, like, tell me, where do you see DJ? Like, I know we talking about the content creating.
I won't even think about that. That was so far to bingo. Okay. Where we going? In my 3-year plan, I'm looking at finishing.
Oh, she got a plan, y'all. I'm listening.
Already, my dating questions be so in depth. Like, I don't care about your favorite color.
Okay.
What's your 3-year plan? Do you have one? I be asking.
Is that considered the short term plan, or is
a
that
3-year is short term?
Okay.
5 years is long term.
Okay.
Yeah. What type of questions you be asking when you going on dates?
Me got. No, I'm just
What you be asking?
You know what? I haven't been on a date in a very, very long time. Yeah. But getting to know someone, I definitely want to know, like, what's your goals? Like, I have to know, like, are you family oriented? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what? You got kids? You like your kids?
Really?
Do you be around your kids?
Ooh,
you got baby mama drama?
That's different because I'm dating the ladies.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different.
Okay.
And then also, like, how do you feel about me having kids? Because I am very, like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are my cubs.
Yeah.
I'm mama bear.
Yeah.
For real. Bitch, I'll cut you. In real life.
Right.
I'll do that time for mine. But, my questions is totally different. Because in my mind, some women be like, I don't want to fix you. I need you to be here, here, and here. Like, you need to have your together.
You'll fix them.
I don't mind going through the trenches with you.
You don't?
And that sounds crazy, right?
What?
It's not crazy because I'm not perfect.
Oh.
But D, I'm being realistic.
That's
Like,
real.
you can make a list and be like, I want this, and that.
Yeah.
A man, if I make a list of 7 things, that man probably only check out 4 things.
And you'll work with him.
And I'll work with you because we're going to learn to build together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have you already established, I don't ever want you to be like, you ain't shooting in the gym with me. You know, like, you ain't. No, I'm supposed to make you better. Not necessarily make you better, but I'm supposed to enhance you. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're supposed to enhance me. That's what makes us one accord even greater. I don't want it to be like, yeah, that's just me. I'm a little different, a little old school, crazy. I guess that's my problem. I'm trying to find a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
I don't need a cash car. I need a Benz off the lot.
A fixer-upper is great. That's interesting. You know, I actually, in my psychology class, I was taking an advanced psychology class. They was talking about Black women and, like, single mothers and, like, that whole dynamic of staying with someone for a long time and, you know, working with them. I don't have that. My mother is a leaver. She will leave. Man, because she come with so much. Like,
Shout out to you, mama.
Shout out to Steph. She's a leaver. She will leave.
She ain't putting up with nothing.
She not putting up with nothing because she had to, you know, she got to work for all these things, and she's very, like, so I naturally got that, but now I'm working. We talking about childhood trauma. I'm working past that because you can't cut off everybody. You need to show somebody some grace. You need to work on men something. So it's like, now I've seen her, you know, get all her stuff done. Work. I didn't see her cry until I was 18. So fast forward, now I have a problem being vulnerable. Now I have a problem letting people in. Now I'm so success
people don't
driven.
understand.
So
certain things sets the tone for your adulthood
so
life.
it's like, now I'm working with the woman that I seen, the woman who she is now, and who I am and what I want to be. So it's like, I go to therapy. I got to work that out because I will leave someone alone, platonic, familial.
Y'all, I accidentally, we was just, it wasn't purposely. Well, we got to talk about, let's talk about it.
We at work. This lady done yoked me up in my new fix. What's wrong with you?
I'm like, it wasn't towards her. It was towards the situation. I'm like, y'all need to learn how to put the isolation gowns in the trash. And she's looking at me like that, side-eyed, crazy. And I'm like, you know, like, take it off like this. And I kind of yanked her a little bit. It was not that hard, DJ. Don't do that.
That's the thing. She yanked me out my junk. And
she was like, what's wrong? What? Is shit crazy? And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, you're scaring me.
Yeah, and we didn't talk. And I was torn. Like, I hate seeing her at work. So I was like, I want to say hey to her so bad. But she got me messed up.
No, don't say nothing to me. For real.
She was passing by me like, she didn't see me. Like, I know you see my big self look like a blueberry.
I literally don't see anybody. Like, it can get like that.
I believe you.
It can get like that.
I had to stop at the elevator like, you got me fucked up. You gonna talk to me.
You talking about, I'm sorry. But even then, I would say, like, hear people out and just not even, like, oh, okay.
That's what you did. You was like, maybe next month. I was like, oh, no, it's the beginning of this month. That's so long.
You need to give me some time to even shake that.
You know what? I'm glad that we said that.
Yeah.
Because let's transition.
Okay.
People will make you go on their time for healing. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was over it, right?
Right.
Like, but nothing happened to me.
Yeah.
It happened to you. But
That's
I'm
right.
like, DJ, it's not even that serious. Like, get over it. I'd yank you. But for you, it was like, yeah, no, ain't no coming back from that.
Ain't no, like, no.
And even then, after I apologized, I'm thinking like, okay, I apologize, bitch.
Yeah.
What we doing? What's for lunch?
No.
But you was like,
no.
Give me some time.
Give me some time, though. Because I got to process. So it's like, you processed it in your center.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to take what I got to look into it, see what kind of threw me off. Can we work past that? Even though it's something so minute, it's the principle.
It's the principle.
So it's like, okay, let me work through this and take all the things I need and get back to you. And I came, it was like, all right, cool. But you can't rush the process.
It's hard not to, because you be wanting to, like, come on, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not for me.
Not for me. Because, like, I literally would just not talk to you ever again.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do that. So I'm like, okay, let me just take some time.
You can't not talk to me, DJ. She like, what? Okay, I want to ask you this question, though. So, like, what keeps you motivated during your tough times when you're facing criticism, facing time management,
Okay.
facing, just being out here alone. Like,
Okay.
what motivates you to keep going?
Look, that's a good question.
It is.
I just say that I'm motivated by the fact that like this isn't my final form. Like this ain't gonna last. Even when I'm at the peak, I'm having my way, the exams, the money, the content. This isn't the final form.
It's still
more that can come from this. So when I'm low in the pits, this ain't ain't going. What they say, joy come up in the morning. That's motivating.
Joy come in the morning light.
Yeah, so that's like
it's like you have another day to just try again.
Yeah.
That was hard for me to understand that.
Really?
Oh yeah. Were there any specific challenges or moments that almost made you give up?
This year or just in general?
In general. I'll say this. I'll say since being out here.
Okay, I'll give you. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you one that was like pivotal in my life that I didn't think that it was.
Okay.
And then I'll give you one from like being out here.
Okay,
boom. August 2021, I was taking classes in the summer. I'm always taking classes in the summer.
Yeah.
So this was for my undergrad. I was taking classes in the summer. And I was just going to this library, and it was this lady. She was working on her PhD. I don't know her. Sometimes she'll bring me a drink, or I bring her a smoothie. But we just got like a working dynamic.
Okay.
She was a black lady. She was getting her psychology degree. Boom. A week. I would go in there like in the nighttime, or we'll just catch each other all the time. In August, my dad passed away. Yeah, he passed away, and I really didn't know how to handle it because my sister, she the oldest one. So she knew him more. Like, he was in and out of my life, in the streets, out the streets. So it's like we had a dynamic that would work towards something. We was cool. What you about to say?
It's crazy. It's
okay.
You never know someone's story until
go ahead. And that's the thing. So it's like my mama, college educated, went to school. They always get a street nigga. So that was her street nigga. So we had just worked on our dynamic. Like, we hella close. So she called me on the phone. I was in class. She like, oh, Donnie dead. She's weeping. She's crying. And I'm like, huh? I didn't know how to feel about it. So in the summer, I'm taking the classes. I would just go to the library. I open my screen up and I just cry. I literally would just cry in the library. I stopped doing all my work, would just come to the library and cry. Boom. The lady asked me, like, what's wrong? I'm like, not saying nothing. So, in the summer, it's accelerated. So if you don't do enough work, they'll let you go from the class. Yeah. I'm getting financial aid. I had end up just like getting dropped from the class, and they swiped my scholarship for the summer. So they like, oh, you got to pay this for you get back in class. So mind you, I've been telling everybody I'm good. They've been checking on me. They've been saying
Stay tuned and join us for part 2.